Hello, my special friends. Important message from the Galactic Light Forces. This message will find those who are supposed to hear it. These words are for those who are being trained for leadership positions. First off, we want to congratulate you for the many who have managed to navigate through the whirlwind of emotions, which are surfacing now and are able to stay centered. This is a test and a pre-run to see how grounded you can be in turbulent times. This is the foundation for leadership. Tougher times are ahead, but you are ready and are receiving training constantly to prepare for what is to come. There is a knowing for those who have assignments to deal with the chance in the physical coming. You each have specific roles in what aspect of this chance you are choosing to work with. As leaders within yourselves emerge out of this uncomfortable transition, having this centered and balanced energy is vital in stabilizing the collective's unbalanced energies. This is the primary goal first and foremost, to calm the storm even in ongoing turmoil. Others, oblivious to the current and the upcoming events, will look to you in times of distress and will rely on your energy field for support. This is more unconscious than conscious. The dark is destined to collapse. We can assure you, it is not a case of if, but when. As the ground team, your efforts towards stabilizing this collective energy will determine that timeline. The downloads coming in will give you the tools of how to best neutralize the overshadowing energies. You may find yourselves reacting differently than before as a result of these downloads. They are being unzipped like a file in sequences to prepare you more and more in states as the intensity on the surface rises. These downloads only come to those that are ready to accept the new upgrades and the mission objectives that come with these gifts. Not everyone can handle these responsibilities. As for the intensifying energies being felt by many of you at this time, they are purposefully and rapidly expanding your consciousness, your awareness, as a form of training to mold you into your desired leadership roles on this planet. The ones who are ready now are eager to initiate change and are not frightened by it. Some of you still need time and rest to integrate these new frequencies that we are always sending to you, and should seek further healing, which is readily available. You just need to call on us so we can assist you. We are always here for you. We emphasize that your potential as a healing force is dramatically larger when you have healed yourselves first. The appropriate information comes to you when you need it. For those that feel lost, you aren't. You are still in the healing states and need to focus on this aspect of your journey before you can step into your greater assignments. Not everyone will be going through the intensities that you are feeling on such a deep level, although these retrogrades are certainly shaking people up and forcing the maturity out of their comfort zones. The training is a series of awakening codes consisting of memory blueprints of your past lives in which now you can activate and incorporate those previous life lessons and experiences into shaping the new world. You will need this depth to best deal with the diversity of people who are looking to make the dimensional transition, and these memories are like tools in your arsenal. Knowing which tool to use for the situation at hand. It is the wisdom of knowing when to tell the truth, when to emotionally comfort someone, when to take control, and when to back off are all lessons you are integrating from your past. Not all these memories were relevant or available to you before to the extent they are now, as you had other paths to walk to gain new experiences, perspectives which shaped you to the individual you are today, to set you up for these new upgrades coming in now. You may not remember your past lives specifically for the sake that it would only aid as a distraction on your current path, but instead you remember the energies, influences, and hence why you are experiencing monumental change right now and a complete overhaul in what you would describe your personalities being shifted to a higher consciousness state where the soul is releasing the need to cling to personal value systems and instead focus on the collective issues that need addressing at this important time. The ego is being transformed and making way for a series of new perspectives coming and from the previous versions of you in the past incarnations. Your past blueprints, you will feel this power regenerate your life force within. You will also be able to obtain aspects of blueprints shared by your soul family to make you a more powerful force in the upcoming events. This lifetime is simply an activation of all the training you had in other lives which come back to your awareness when you can hold them energies and utilize them for positive change. Even the negative lifetimes serve a purpose in understanding perspective and knowing what not to do where you couldn't integrate with love at these specific times in your earth journey. The negative emotions of these memories that you feel now are the subconscious ones relating to the loss you experienced in these past lives. A collective one for many of you is the memory of floods and disasters which follow with the fall of Atlantis. You were not able to integrate these energies until now because it would have been too much of a burden to carry on top of the karmic lessons you were destined to experience in this lifetime. It would have misdirected you from your intended path out of fear and hesitancy stopped you from learning about the environment. You are destined to change now and in the years ahead. However, with the steady progressions that you have made, being reborn has allowed you to recover your strength, enabling your will and desire to face your old deepest fears and negative patterns. You also have contracts to clear ancestral lines, so the task at hand is a big one. Some of these ancestral lines hold stronger and more stubborn negative energies that need clearing than others. Your soul tribe is part of your oversoul network, or being given downloads to connect with you as one cohesive unit and help you through this process by exchanging various downloads and perspectives together. Many are not aware that you are consistently meeting in the astral realms, where you are guiding each other through these times of transition. Each of you holds a specific key to unlock another aspect of consciousness within another individual as a part of the remembering process. It triggers a chain reaction, which then leads to a series of further activations. You are like individual energy strands, all interweaving into a single energetic ball. That ball is contributing to the collective human consciousness and the new blueprint, which can then be shared like a library to the rest of the planet. This process in itself is helping to diminish the old stagnant and restricting energies by activating the truth in people once again. Even if you are isolated in the physical for whatever reason, by keeping your vibration strong, you continue to work telepathically and contribute to these activations. Waking others up verbally is just one aspect of the awakening process and stretches into many layers. Use protection visualizations or call for protection daily so you can continue this other dimensional work and keep your aura strong. Your destinies are already imprinted and set. Although free will can delay this process or push you away from your intended path for so long. However, your role in the third dimension is to allow this process of new vibrations coming into flow into your being so you can achieve what you set out to achieve in the most accelerated timeline possible. Light beings are coming into your bodies to assist in the clearing process. They do not control your consciousness or impede on your free will. Instead, they offer perspectives and downloads for you to either integrate or reject, so that choice is still available for the individual. Most of the clearing work is being done on an unconscious level and in other dimensions by your multidimensional selves, soul group, and with the assistance from the galactic light forces. These frequencies can, however, be met with resistance in the 3D from the strong reactions of fear to the chance, which only holds up this process. There are some of you who are not holding up your end of this part of your soul contract and meeting these new energies with resistance and blocking the transition, or at least slowing it down. We ask you again to call on us for assistance with healing. Your intention is enough to proceed in clearing these blockades. If you are struggling with your spiritual energetic work and you have genuine intention to grow, because of this resistance to the vibrational change, in some cases, contracts are being shifted and transferred to other souls who are ready to take on the current missions. Karma is created when the new light frequencies are being rejected and the soul needs more experiences in the treaty to be able to learn how to accept this light through learning about love, and therefore their role may be assigned to someone else who is ready and more suitable to take over. They can, however, step back into this role when they are ready. We are on hand to help everyone, regardless of what vibrational level they are at. There is no judgment here, as each soul has their own path to follow, and some did not anticipate the intensity of the energies that would be felt in the physical at this time. Think of it like a job. It may be a perfect match on paper, but until you start actually living out that role, you won't know whether it is right or not. Sometimes things do not work out. If you do not meet the expectations of the job, you find a more suited one until you have learned enough to return again back at that level. There is part of our job to reorganize the contracts when unexpected occurrences happen, where one cannot fulfill their earth assignments. Some of the downloads you are receiving are codes for this chance which affect you as a result in these transfers of contract opportunities. They are like files of instructions to the brain to travel to various locations or make contact with other people to reorganize the divine plan in the physical and to realign with what your intentions are as a result of your current vibrational frequency. We ask you to not get caught up in circumstances where you are clinging to people who are not progressing forward with their original contracts. We will find you suitable replacements. It is more common than you think. This is agreed upon on a soul level by all parties involved. The energy blueprint will be transferred along with the abilities and spiritual gifts that these souls are not utilizing at this time. It can return these people who you would call stuck, but only when they are ready once again to harness these gifts properly. Some souls are also finding this transition particularly difficult. The ones who signed up for larger roles to play here on the planet, walk-ins have been reassigned to some of these vehicles to fulfill the original plan and keep other important soul contracts. They have significant influence over in place for logistical and practical reasons, channeled by 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻.